A lot of freaky stuff is going on. You gotta use your mind. What they was doing with those plugs.
If anything, we should have believed Gene when he first came forward with the claims.
We had this artist with us, right? And we would stand in the presidential suite at the hotel. And this particular artist and Puff, they told me, don't let nobody come in the room. So I said, all right, cool. So I propped my chair by the room door while they went in. So this artist's cousin knocked on the door. So I went to him and I let him in because I knew him, I see his face and everything. I've seen his face several times before. He said, yo, I gotta speak to my cousin. And I said to him, well, they busy right now, man, and they told me don't let nobody come in the room. He said, yo, I'm going in the room to get my cousin out. And I said, bruh, you ain't going in the room to get your cousin out. They told me nobody could go in the room. So he said, I don't care who you are, what you doing like that. I'm going to get my cousin. He went to go and try to open the room. I grabbed his, joked him up and slammed him on the piano. And the next thing you know, Puff and this artist run out the room naked. And so then I said, I see the artist trying to grab a towel. Puff didn't give a shit. And the artist like, yo, what's wrong? What's going on? What's going on? He like, yo, G, that's my cousin. And I was like, yo, my man, he was trying to get in the room and y'all told me don't let nobody else come in, let nobody come in this room. And Puff just looked at the artist and the artist said, you ain't want to come up in there? It was a lot of freaky shit going on.
It would be inaccurate to say John Deal didn't speak up when it was happening. John Deal, who is also P, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been trying to tell the world who the real culprit is.
Bruh, I knew about the plug fetishes because I saw that with my own eyes. I knew about him and Kim being swingers with other people, whether it was another male or another woman or a male and a woman together. I saw that with my own eyes. You gotta realize is that after 2005, I didn't see anything that Puff was doing or what he didn't do. Puff had got addicted to and being addicted to those things bring other drugs on. I seen Puff smoke a cigarette. I never saw him smoke a cigarette. He was on the beach smoking a cigarette on YouTube. Then I seen him, smoking weed and drinking. I was like, that ain't the Puff I know. So he ain't gonna do what he do around other people in front of me because he know I'm gonna check him on that. But what you trying to do? So to say that what he's being known for with Cassie, I can only equate to some of the things that I seen him and Kim go through. You understand what I'm saying? So people get mad, but it is what it is. I can only equate his actions like that.
Gene Deal, P, Diddy's former bodyguard, recently made revelations that overshadow other questionable activities Diddy has been involved in. Deal alleges that Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, had a sexual encounter with Karen Superhead Steffens while his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, was still living in the same house. This has led many to question whether Lopez was aware of the full extent of Diddy's infidelity. According to Deal, after Lopez hosted a dinner party following a Miami Hurricanes game, Steffens was invited to a separate room by Diddy's associate Slam. It's alleged that Diddy and Steffens had a sexual encounter after Lopez had gone upstairs.
Then we came back, one of his, what's his name, Slam, had set it up because Jennifer went upstairs. Then Puff said, yo, Gene, watch the door. Don't let nobody come through the door. And I said, all right. And Slam set it up. And I wanted to say it was Korean, but I'm not sure it was her. But it was supposed to be somebody that was either up to her level and or it was her. I'm not sure. And while Jennifer was upstairs, he was down there getting the kill from her.
Did she ever find out?
She know now.
And you said the female name was Karen?
Yeah, Superhead.
Oh, okay, Corinne Steffens. You got to say the full name, man.
Yeah, I thought it was her. Slam set it up. Yep, Slam set it up for her right there. Yep. It wasn't. It was nobody. It was somebody that was. I think. I'm for sure. I'm almost sure it was her. I'm almost sure it was her.
Yeah, that's a wild story, man. So Puffy, he was getting head from, Superhead, and Jennifer Lopez was upstairs and she had no idea.
None whatsoever.
Gene Deal remains firm in his belief that Jennifer Lopez was unaware of what was happening in her own home, though it's still unclear if the woman involved was indeed Corinne Steffens. Moving forward, Deal claims that Diddy has been involved in organizing exclusive parties where Hollywood elites engage in more than just casual socializing. According to Deal, Diddy isn't merely a guest at these gatherings, but actively participates and curates these invite-only events.
But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, he got to go put it on the counter and, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store.
In his interview, Gene Deal claimed that these gatherings are a playground for Hollywood's elite, who are willing to pay large sums to indulge in bizarre activities. He described Turkish baths as typical locations where these secret rendezvous take place, particularly for gay men. Deal suggested that due to Diddy's organizational role, these events go beyond simple meetings, forming part of a larger network where Diddy and others secretly engage in sexual encounters.
I knew I used to wait outside of Turkish baths for him. You know what they do in the Turkish baths?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. That's where a lot of gay men meet. And they all take hot baths together. To each his own though, bruh. But that's a lot of that these guys get into when they start having certain meetings with certain people and they meet them at the Turkish bath and they do their meetings and they meet their people in those type of situations where they're comfortable at. So they don't have to worry about their indiscretions coming out. You mean? You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, me and the driver be outside. He'll run into the Turkish bath. Got that big ass tub at home, but you want to go? No, go ahead.
Gene Deal also confirmed that Sean Combs mistreated Cassie Ventura, involving her in situations where she was pressured to engage with other men while he observed. This adds to the already troubling claims surrounding him.
She is a victim. You know what I'm saying? She is a victim, man. And if this is her victim story, we got to be more, I think, more compassionate. She was 17 years old at the time. She was fascinated by that whole thing, getting on a G4, G5 jet, you understand? And what was her parents, man? What was her daddy, her mama? They didn't miss their child? She didn't come home that night? I don't know, man. I can't fathom the whole idea, man. So to say that what he's being known for with Cassie, I can only equate to some of the things that I've seen him and Kim go through. You understand what I'm saying? So people get mad, you know, but it is what it is. I can only equate his actions like that.
Crazy, man.
For those unfamiliar, Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, filed a lawsuit against Sean Combs last year, accusing him of inappropriate behavior and exploitation. According to Ventura's lawsuit, which gained significant public attention, Combs mistreated her for years, starting shortly after they met in 2005 when she was just 19. She claimed he harmed her in 2018 after repeated physical abuse, including an instance where he kicked her in the face. Cassie also alleged that Combs pressured her into being with other women in various cities while he recorded and watched.
So if he want to see it, and he want her to touch it, he might, that other person in the room with her just might want to feel it. Allegedly.
So you feel like Diddy was having sex with the male prostitutes?
They had to be for both of them. They was in the room. Right?
You're right.
It's a freak-off section. Right?
Cassie later tried to remove the images and videos, but according to her lawsuit, Combs still had access to them. She claimed that he once forced her to watch a video she believed had been deleted. The lawsuit also stated that Combs and his associates threatened to harm her music career if she spoke out, using their wealth and influence to pressure her into staying silent. In one shocking revelation, Cassie alleged that Combs threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car because she was dating him at the time, and the car did explode. John Deal also claims that the lawsuit, which garnered significant attention, was heavily modified, with some of the more explicit details allegedly altered before the case even began.
And it was a female. But my whole thing about it was this, is that anything in that lawsuit, you got to realize that we only got a portion of it because it's been chopped up. Things has been taken out. So somebody wouldn't look a certain way. Now, they left some of the things in there. But I'm sure plenty of times Cassie may have seen some stuff that she didn't really want to look at. He didn't want her to know who they were. So if she ever wanted to do what she just did, how does she say how the person looked? All she could describe is if they was wearing masks, unless she saw them before they put the mask on. It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy, bro? That all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and try to engage other men into sexual acts with him.
According to Gene Deal, Diddy allegedly groomed Justin Bieber, Usher, and Mace, exposing them to inappropriate gatherings at a young age. As a result, all three have reportedly made efforts to distance themselves from Diddy over time.
Man, it's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine?
Usher recently spoke about the troubling aspects of his early career, claiming that while he was still a minor, Diddy exposed him to illegal drugs and wild parties, which left him feeling uneasy. Additionally, Jaguar Wright, 50 Cent, and Cat Williams have all suggested that Diddy is connected to several deaths in Hollywood, particularly those of young musicians who wanted to criticize him but ended up staying away from him.
You know, I speak for a reason. When you see this bull mother game with people that you love, that you like, you know, it's too many coincidences.
Too many. You
honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog too.
Rapper 50 Cent has claimed that Diddy once invited him shopping in what seemed to be an attempt to buy his silence with expensive gifts and cash.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party.
No, but we ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
Instant has gone off.
That when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Cat Williams has implied that Diddy previously tried to exploit him, despite Williams' efforts to maintain his moral integrity. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below.